Mercedes has a history of producing vans for the commercial vehicle market, but now the firm is branching out further with its new pickup, called the Mercedes-Benz X-Class. It's due on sale in November 2017 with prices opening at around £28,000. The X-Class is the result of a parts-sharing deal between Mercedes and the Renault-Nissan Alliance, so it's based on the ladder frame platform of the Japanese brand's Navara pickup that will soon also bring us the Renault Alaskan. Mercedes has made significant modifications right across the board, however, in a bid to produce a pickup that it deems worthy of the three-pointed star, and a significantly inflated price tag. It's a strategy Mercedes-Benz has employed before in the commercial vehicle market with its Citan van, sharing much with the Renault Kangoo. The key for Mercedes is to create distance between the Navara, Alaskan and the X-Class by building in a higher level of quality and technology that will convince buyers that the X-Class is worth paying the Mercedes-Benz premium for. Speaking to Auto Express at the launch of the X-Class, head of Mercedes-Benz Vans Volker Moornhinweg explained that the X-Class will redefine the pickup into a true premium vehicle. Before outlining the opportunity Mercedes sees in the global pickup market, look back in time and compare what has happened to SUVs. They were rough and tough vehicles and now they're family cars. The same could happen with the pickup. Mercedes estimates that the global pickup segment will expand to the tune of 1 meter units by 2026, an uplift of 43%. The UK market is expected to be roughly stable, only accounting for 4% of that growth, but markets such as Australia, Latin America and South Africa are set to turn to mid-sized pickup trucks in a big way. The Nissan was already one of the biggest pickup trucks on the UK market, and at 5,340 mm, the X-Class is 40 mm longer than its sister vehicle. More tellingly, it's also 70 mm wider at 1,920 mm, and a height of 1,819 mm makes it 21 mm lower than the Navara 2, evidence of Mercedes design team striving for that powerful road presence to mark the X-Class out. The extra width helps the X-Class accommodate a wider track front and rear that works with a 10 mm lower ride height to boost stability as well as that all-important stance on the road. It also boosts cabin space with passengers getting an extra 25 mm of shoulder room in the Mercedes. The X-Class's side profile is very close to the Navara's, but there are subtle changes throughout. The cleaner design is intended to accentuate the short front overhang and the long one at the rear for a more dynamic look. The front end is distinctively Mercedes, with an oversized grille similar to that found on the Marque's SUVs and a large three-pointed star badge. Around at the rear there's the chunky bumper with its integrated step as seen on the Navara, but this can be deleted by customers who need the tailgate to swing down beyond the standard 90 degrees. As US and the X-Class trim level range that runs from pure through progressive to power, the X-Class gains progressively more chrome and body coloring at both ends. The aim is to move away from the pickup's working vehicle roots, positioning it as more of a stylish utility vehicle. It's what the market wants and what Mercedes feels it's well placed to deliver. Indeed, Mercedes expects the entry-level pure derivatives to account for just 2% of sales in the UK, with the top-of-the-range power model taking 60%. The X-Class engine lineup is based on 4 and 6-cylinder diesel motors. The X220D, 161 bhp, and X250D, 188 bhp, use the same 2.3-liter 4-cylinder diesel and single and twin-turbo form respectively. Both of these engines get a 6-speed manual gearbox as standard, but a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic is offered as an option on the higher-powered unit. By next summer a V6 diesel will have joined the lineup in the X350D, offering 255 bhp and paired up with permanent 4-wheel drive and a 7G-tronic automatic gearbox. It will also come with Mercedes Dynamic Select as standard, offering the ability to switch between comfort, eco, sport, manual and off-road driving modes, a first for the pickup segment. A part-time 4-wheel drive setup will be fitted to the remainder of the range. UK buyers won't be offered the rear drive additions that are available elsewhere or the X200 petrol model. Like its Nissan Navara sister vehicle, The X-Class uses double wishbone front axle and, unusually for a pickup, a multi-link rear suspension. Mercedes has developed a bespoke suspension setup, stiffened areas of the ladder frame chassis and added a faster steering ratio, all to try and replicate some of the comfort and driving dynamics its passenger cars are known for. The X-Class is also the only pickup to offer internally vented brake discs on all wheels as standard. The front axle has 320mm discs and there are 308mm items at the rear. All X-Class models are rated for loads of up to 1.1 tons, sufficient for 17 full 50-liter beer barrels, Mercedes claims, and more than enough to make the car eligible for commercial vehicle tax classification. All UK X-Classes will be capable of towing up 3.5 tons, too. Inside, the X-Class gives plenty of familiar Mercedes cues, along with some harder-wearing materials. The firm's 8.4-inch infotainment system, as seen in the V-Class, is mounted in its usual position in the center of the fascia, offering Garmin-based navigation across the range. On mid and high-spec models, there's a further 5.4-inch display between the instrument dials. Mercedes has already taken several hundred reservations for the X-Class in the UK, despite there being no official confirmation on pricing yet. However, the car, which will be built by Nissan at its plant in Spain, is expected to cost from around £28,000 excluding VAT. The first British customers should get their cars in November 2017 and we'll get behind the wheel for the first time in October.